going to talk about an unrepresented group in superhero movies, it would definitely be the Asian community. Like other minorities, they are usually subjected to supporting roles and have little to no relevance other than helping the lead character. This is very surprising since the Asian market is incredibly important to big studios like Disney. In fact, the main reason why there weren't any major LGBTQ characters in the MCU is due to Disney complying to China standards, as they don't want their movies to be banned or heavily censored there. Although now there is hope as we have Shang-Chi in the works, there is still a lot of work to be done, which is why I will be showcasing some of the best Asian characters in comics that I would hope to see in the movies. Cassandra Cain. She made her first appearance in Batman issue 567 in 1999. Cassandra Cain is no doubt one of my favourite superheroes ever, like probably top 5, and that's because of her unique backstory. She is the daughter of two of the most deadliest assassins in the DC universe, Lady Shiva and David Cain. Being that she was brought up to be the most deadly assassin, her mother deemed it unnecessary to teach her how to speak, read and write. From birth, she was taught how to fight. All the time that normal humans would use to learn speech was instead invested into her combat training. You could say that by her early teens, she was already more skilled than most martial artists. After she killed her first target, she ran away from home and was eventually taken in by the Bat family. Cassandra was mentored by the Oracle, who before being wheelchair bound was Batgirl. Cassandra soon took on this mantle and she fought alongside Batman in Gotham City, and he even considered adopting her. She then gave up the role and became a superhero in Hong Kong under the alias Orphan. In the current comic continuity, she is back in Gotham. Amadeus Cho. He first appeared in Amazing Fantasy issue 15 in 2005. Cho is a Korean American who is considered one of the smartest beings on the planet. After winning some sort of genius competition, his parents were unfortunately targeted in an explosion, and this left Cho on his own. He then went on to befriend the Hulk, join the Mighty Avengers, the Illuminati, and he even became a god for a short period of time. After an event where he had to remove the Hulk from Bruce Banner, Cho became the new totally awesome Hulk. He now has the same powers as the Hulk, with the added benefit of keeping his personality. He doesn't develop an alter ego when he transforms. He has super strength, stamina, healing, durability, and he can manipulate gamma radiation. Kimiyo Hoshi, Dr. Light. She made her first appearance in Crisis on Infinite Earths, issue 4 in 1985. Not to be confused with the villain, Dr. Light, Hoshi is actually his successor. She has been on both the Justice League of Europe and America. Kimiyo was struck by a condensed beam of energy from the Vega Star. This gifted her the power of photonics, and she took on the mantle Dr. Light. Hoshi basically has the ability to control light. She is able to absorb and project light, create energy constructions and force fields, and she can cast illusions. Dakun. Dakun, born Akihiro, is another Japanese character who happens to be the son of Wolverine. He made his first appearance in Wolverine Origins issue 10 in 2007. When his mother Itsu was assassinated by the Winter Soldier, Dakun was sent to live in a village with another family. When he became of age and his mutant powers manifested, he was manipulated by the villain Romulus and went to hunt for his father. He then became the Wolverine of the Dark Avengers. After reconciling with his father, he then teamed up with him to kill Romulus. He has the same exact powers as his father, such as a healing factor, retractable claws, and he's in peak human physique. However, an ability that is unique to Dakun is his control over pheromones. This allows him to manipulate the emotional states of a person. He can use this ability to instill fear, happiness, lust, and fascination, as well as any other emotion. Jubilee, formerly known as Jubilation Lee, was a mutant turned vampire and now mutant again. She is part of the X-Men. She made her first appearance in Uncanny X-Men issue 244 in 1989. She was the daughter of two prosperous Chinese immigrants who were unfortunately killed in a car crash. She soon ended up at the X-Men's base in Australia and she became part of the team. She developed a strong bond with Wolverine and was considered his unofficial sidekick. Since then, she has been on Generation X, the New Warriors, and the X-Corps. She also became a vampire for some time. Jubilee is a lumikinetic. This means she can create explosive lights that resemble fireworks. She is also an Olympic level gymnast, and she became a skilled martial artist under the tutelage of Wolverine. Jubilee is definitely a fan favourite, mainly because of her appearance in the 90s X-Men cartoon. She is probably one of the first mutants that I was introduced to. I think her popularity comes from the fact that she subverts all the stereotypes that Asians represent in media. She had a very minor role in the X-Men movies. I loved her outfit in Apocalypse. I just wish they did more with her character. Kamala Khan. Kamala is a Pakistani American and the current Ms. Marvel. She made her first appearance in Captain Marvel issue 14 in 2013. Kamala is an Inhuman and she attained her powers from a Terrigen mist. Inhumans are another species of human that have a gene which grants them superhuman abilities. They exist alongside mutants. Although similar, they are not the same. Kamala served as the gateway to many readers, especially Muslims, since she is the first mainstream Muslim hero to get her own comic series. When she was exposed to the Terrigen mist, her powers activated and she took on the mantle Ms. Marvel and became the patriot hero for Jersey City. She even managed to get the blessing from the ex-Ms. Marvel and current Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. She appeared in the lackluster Avengers game and she's getting her own series on Disney+. Kamala is a human polymorph. This means she can alter her size, elongate parts of her body, she has a moderate healing factor, and she can shapeshift. Silk. Cindy Moon aka Silk is another wall crawler, similar to Spider-Man. She is a Korean American and first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man Volume 3, Issue 1 in 2014. Cindy aka Silk was actually bitten by the same spider as Peter Parker. Apparently, they were both in the same room at the same time. The only difference is that she was bitten on her leg, not her hand. But for some reason, she attained a more enhanced power set than Peter Parker. They both share the same abilities like superhuman strength, reflexes, agility, speed, and wall crawling, but Silk has a much better spider sense, as well as organic webbing and claws. I think Sony should make a Silk movie instead of Jackpot or Night Watch. If you didn't get that, watch my upcoming superhero films that you didn't know about video. Karima Shapanda was an Indian cop turned villain turned hero. She made her first appearance in X-Men Unlimited issue 27 in 2000. If you're familiar with the X-Men, then you should know who Sentinels are. They are robots designed to hunt and exterminate mutants. She was fused with a robot which gave her mutant annihilating abilities. She was granted the usual superhuman enhancements that most people acquire. She can also regenerate, manipulate energy, fly, teleport, and communicate with computers.
Solstice. Kieran Singh is a member of the Teen Titans and goes by the lie Solstice. The most recent version of her appeared in Teen Titans Volume 4 Issue 2. She is an Indian American metahuman who was intensely experimented on by Nowhere. She was saved by Kid Flash and the two soon became lovers and joined Teen Titans. When Kid Flash was put on trial in the future for his criminal acts, Solstice joined him on his sentence and they were never seen again, which is kinda sad. To my knowledge, there are two heroes called Solstice. DC likes to reset their continuity now and again. It's actually kind of annoying, but that's how it is. I am more familiar with the new 52 version, but I think the old one looks cooler, partly because you can actually tell she's Indian. Like, look at those bright colors, doesn't it just scream India to you? Both of them share the same power. They both have photokinesis, which lets them control and manipulate light as well as fly. And she's paying.
We have Thunderbird. Neil Shorter is the third person to don the name Thunderbird and the first Indian to join the X-Men. He made his first appearance in X-Men Volume 2, Issue 100. His heroic journey begins when his brother goes missing and Shorter takes it upon himself to go and find him. Though when the investigation turned deadly, he was saved by Karima Shapanda, who was a detective, and they sort of ended up sharing a romantic relationship. though their romance was short-lived when they were both captured by the mutant hunter Bastion, who wanted to turn them into Omega Sentinels. The shock of the procedure unlocked Shara's mutant abilities, and then he became Thunderbird. Unfortunately, we can't say the same for Kurima. Soon after, he joined the X-Men and was part of the X Corporation in Mumbai. He's a mutant with pyrokinetic powers, which means that he can create fire with his mind. Sort of like the Human Torch.
So these were my top Asian superheroes. I definitely think there's room for more prominent characters, but with an Asian man becoming the lead of a new Marvel movie, the future does seem bright. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and stay safe. Goodbye.